The Pokrovsk direction today is one of the hottest spots on the map of hostilities, where the enemy does not stop trying to break through, using everything from aviation to the tactics of covert offensives. But standing in the way of these plans are those for whom the motto always first is daily work under fire. The 25th Sysheslav Airborne Brigade is a unique unit capable of full parachute deployment, currently defending the approaches to Pokrovsk. Joining us now is the brigade's battalion commander, Alexander, call sign Zakar. Alexander, welcome. Glory to Ukraine.
Glory to the heroes. Hello there.
Dear viewers, I would like to address you. It is for our heroes, our defenders from the 25th Sysheslav Brigade that we are raising funds for drones today. For 6 hours, while Inter is broadcasting the telethon, the donation details, QR code and card number for this fundraiser will be displayed on your screens. Please join in. Let's support our paratroopers who have been defending us for 12 years of war. Let's support them with our donations. And remember, there's no such thing as a small donation. Mr. Alexander, a few words about the fundraiser. Could you please clarify exactly which drones we are raising funds for today?
In general, we are collecting for FPV drones and related components for them. Right now, the war dictates that whoever controls the sky also succeeds on the ground. That's why we invite everyone willing to join our fundraiser, to become part of those who are destroying the enemy on our land.
Dear viewers, please join in and let me emphasize once again, remember there is no such thing as a small donation. Every hryvnia matters. Mr. Alexander, could you please tell us what the current situation is in the Pokrovsk direction in your area of responsibility?
Currently, the situation in the Pokrovsk direction is tough. The brigade's units are striving to destroy the enemy, stop regrouping, and prevent them from gaining a foothold in the city.
And what is the enemy's current tactic? Has it changed recently?
Basically, the enemy's tactics have not changed. They remain the same. Small infantry groups, concentrating at one point and then advancing in groups to another point.
Mr. Alexander, the 7th Air Assault Corps reported just the other day that the enemy is trying to use the heavy fog as cover during their offensive. Can you tell us how the current weather conditions are affecting the situation in this direction and the nature of these assaults?
The worsening weather conditions are affecting aerial reconnaissance capabilities. It becomes somewhat more difficult, but nevertheless, the units on the front line continue to observe, detect the enemy, and destroy them.
Dear viewers, I would like to address you once again and remind you that today we are raising funds for drones and their components specifically for our heroes, our defenders from the 25th Sysheslav Brigade. Please join this fundraising effort. The fundraising goal is ambitious, 500,000 hryvnias, but together over these 4 years of the full-scale war, we have already raised millions of hryvnias. We have completed thousands of fundraisers. Let's close this fundraiser today and help our soldiers collect as much money as possible to destroy the enemy in the Pokrovsk direction. All those occupiers who are advancing on our land and started doing so 12 years ago. Please join in. The QR code and card number are on your screens. It will be available now and throughout our broadcast until noon, so please join in and remember that every hryvnia you contribute matters. Mr. Alexander, earlier the 25th Brigade reported that the Russians are trying to complicate the evacuation of the wounded and the supply of provisions to Ukrainian fighters. What is the situation now? How is the logistics currently?
There is logistics, it exists, but not in the volumes we would like, yet still, it is there. Yes, the enemy spares nothing, meaning they spot evacuation groups and actively target them. They target logistics as well, but again, all necessary measures are being taken, and we continue with logistics.
And how is the evacuation of wounded soldiers going? How much more difficult is it now?
The main complication comes from the enemy's active operations. Secondly, it's due to poor weather conditions. In general, we can carry out logistics either with evacuation teams or with ground robotic systems.
Mr. Alexander, can you tell us what losses you're able to inflict on the enemy's personnel and equipment?
In a single day, enemy losses can reach 20 personnel or more. The enemy does not stop attempting assaults both during the day and at night, regardless of bad or good weather conditions. In other words, there are constant active assault operations.
And dear viewers, so that the enemy suffers even greater losses in both manpower and equipment, I remind you that a fundraiser is ongoing for our soldiers, for our defenders from the 25th Separate Airborne Syczeslaw Brigade. Let's help our defenders. You heard from Mr. Alexander that the situation near Pokrovsk is difficult. There are problems with evacuation, but our soldiers are holding their ground. They are standing and defending us all despite everything. So let's support them today with our donations. Right now, our soldiers are raising funds for drones and parts for them. Join this fundraising effort. Remember, every hryvnia should be fighting. Our soldiers, our defenders know how to fight. For them to work effectively, they need more tools, and drones are exactly those tools. So let's help our brave soldiers and complete this important fundraising drive, so we can purchase the drones that destroy the enemy, their hidden shelters, and their military equipment. Please join this fundraising effort.